What's going on, guys? This is Danny Summers with Intercept MMA. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you guys can, please hit like and subscribe. Also hit the notification bell. That way, anytime we're putting out new videos, new content, new fight breakdowns, you guys can see it first. What's going on, guys? Coach Danny here. I'm with Marco. What we're going to be looking to do now is from the back, we're going to be falling to the underhook side and just look to trap arms before we look to attack for the choke. A lot of times if it's like his two arms are available, my two arms are available, there's a lot of hand fighting going on. There's some stalemates going on. So if I can get to a point where I can control one and then slowly start to set up control of the other, where I can take his hands out of the equation and put myself in a position where it's my one hand against his chin, I like those odds, so that's what we're going to be looking to get to with this particular transition. So if I have Marco's back, and again, we're not always starting here, but if we start to get to the side where I'm on the underhook side here, okay? And as I'm on this underhook side, same thing applies. I can go by triangle, but if I know I'm going to be trapping his arms, I like to kind of keep my feet a little bit more handy. So I'll just go foot on top of foot. That way I can kind of keep this foot in position to trap, but not always just overly committing, and now I'm kind of stuck here. So when I'm in this position, the first control I'm going to get to is this bottom hand. And again, when I control this bottom hand, like a lot of us has probably seen over the years, I'm controlling the meat of the hand. This is a very strong control. It makes it very hard for this person to get their hand back. We all know that. But now the other thing that starts to happen when I get this control is if someone starts to kind of extend their arm away and he starts to bring it up. Because now if he starts to slide it up this way, that's where I can start to lose him. So one thing that I always like to do when I feel someone start to do this, like if they start to extend and go up, is I'll just grab the back of my head. And now that's going to keep that arm in position. Because if I can take this arm out of the equation, now it's just my right arm against his right arm. As I start to attack for the choke, I know he's going to start to pull down on my arm. And the more that I go to pull up, the harder he's going to pull down. So as he pulls down, my right hand is going to punch down. My right heel, I'm actually going to shoot from my own arm so I can trap his. I'm just going to put my shoelaces on his back. Now, once I have the shoelace on the back, now it's my right hand against his chin. And again, when I'm doing this, even if he's tucking his chin properly, I'm just going to use the knuckle of my thumb. I'm going to start to find that jawline and look to slide it underneath. Once I slide underneath, I'm just getting a hold of his trap or his shoulder. I'm going to pull this back, and that's how we're going to get that finish. So again, I'm going to have his back. We fall to the underhook side. I'm going to make sure my feet are in position so I keep them mobile. I like to think of them as hands anyways. I'm going to come underneath, grab the meat of the hand. And now if he's not doing anything with this, he's just kind of hanging out here and he lets me control it, perfect. But if he's actively trying to get this thing away, this is where I can grab the back. And now from here, I'm looking to attack for this choke. He's pulling down. I know he's going to be looking to pull down, so as he does, I'm going to punch down, find my own arm, and then my heel will get his arm off. From here, I'm putting my shoelaces on his back. And I'm keeping my knee nice and tight so he can't limp arm out. The knuckle is going to find the jawline. As I fall in the jawline, I start to slide underneath, and I just get a hold of his shoulder. And again, from here, a very subtle movement. My chin over my hand, I'm just going to pull my right elbow back nice and slow. Once I get the tap, we're good to go from there. All right, so that's one technique to give it a try. Again, kind of taking the equation of their hands and my hands out. I want to trap one, trap the other with my leg. My one hand against his chin, I like those odds to find the finish. And again, we can also go into cranks and stuff like that. I don't like to do them in the gym. I don't want my training partners to hate me, but obviously that is something we can get into in competition as well. But give this one a try, trap the hand, start with the meat. If they start to extend their arm, grab the back of the head. And then from there, if I can, I start to attack. They start to pull down, I'll trap that arm, go right back into my finish. Give it a try.